of all, thank you guys for what you're doing for her. But I will tell you that I was forced into jail. My husband actually was in prison and called the police on me to have me arrested and put in jail. And had he not done that, I probably wouldn't be here today. So, getting into jail and detoxing in jail and then getting out. And, my husband got out a month later and we never looked back. He's at 7 years. I'm at 6.5. So, going to jail absolutely can begin the steps to recovery. She has to go through detox and get onto the other side of it before her eyes will open and realize that this is what she needs. Because that's what I needed. I wasn't gonna stop until I was either gonna unalive or, go to jail. And that's what I did. So I think if anybody can get her arrested, I feel like that's going to be the way to get her into a rehab with a bed to bed. If she gets she gets a rug charge and they say, all right, 6 months or, 6 months in rehab, she would take the rehab because she's not going to want to stay in jail. And I just see so much of myself in her, and I wish I could just shake her, wake up. There's so much better on the other side that you're missing. And she's not there. She's just not there. And it's heartbreaking because her kids are the ones that are suffering the most. And that's terrible. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to just tell you guys that, I was forced and it worked. I've been clean for, 6.5 years, 6.5 years, June 6th. So it does work. But I guess a part of me in jail must have clicked and decided that this isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life. This isn't it, and now I own I don't own a home. I rent a really nice house. I work, I have my own cleaning business. I have a nice vehicle. I have a carton of cigarettes in my refrigerator. She could have all of these things. She just has to get that first step. And it's so hard to do. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for her. That was all I wanted to say, was that sometimes it can work, getting them put in jail.
And maybe that would, we don't know right now.
Everybody's rock bottom is different.
Right.
And unfortunately, some of us just don't make it out. And that's the reality of it. And we are living in a illicit supply, a very dangerous supply of things coming in, and it's just picking people off left and right. It's really scary out there right now.
It really is. It's terrifying.
Well, that was all I wanted to say, and I just wanted to thank you guys for your for all your dedication to this. I know it's not coming from a malicious place. You guys are really genuinely caring for her. And I was the same. Anybody that cared about me like that, it was like, F you. You don't care about me. If you're not giving me money or something to pawn, you don't care about me. So, I think anybody that's been in addiction can empathize with her behaviors, understand where the behaviors are coming from.
Yeah.
We get it. We've been there. She just, it doesn't help that there are people that are maliciously sending her money because they enjoy watching the downfall. I think that is utterly disgusing to do.
I agree.
And it's,
But they are definitely out there.
Getting rid of those people.
We've seen comments, we've seen replies to messages, we've seen people make videos about it. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. It's sick. I mean, we're literally, I've been telling my husband I've been hooked on this Lisa thing for a week, but I tell you, it's because I see a lot of myself in her, and I also see a lot of she also has a son named Jace, and she looks just like Lisa, the same type of glasses, except she had majority of her teeth, but she, the really, really rail thin. She had her kid a long way through her addiction until she finally lost him. But I see a lot of my friend Felicia in her, and I see a lot of myself, and it makes me want to offer her resources like what, for rehab centers or for, I don't know, like what does she, I'm
I
in
mean, she
Maine,
already has all of those
so,
resources right at her fingertips. She's been offered that for months and months and months and months. It wouldn't cost her anything. It would be covered by the state through her
right.
insurance. I mean, she could get a bed tomorrow. Um, but and she keeps
Well, I
promising,
think
and she keeps
she
saying she has a
does.
bed, and she doesn't. Like she's
Right.
straight out
She
lying at
keeps
this point.
saying every day, I'm gonna go today, but then you didn't send her $20, so she's not gonna go.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter if you sent her $20, she's not gonna go anyway. It's sad. It's just, and to watch it, it's like you don't want to watch it, but you do because you want to make sure she's still alive, she's still here the next day.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's scary from day to day.
It is. It is. She's just surviving. She's not living. She's just surviving, and it's awful. But that was all I wanted to say. I just wanted to chime in my 2 cents.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Shay. We appreciate your feedback and for sharing.
Thank
And we
you.
hope you will stick around. We
I
appreciate
will.
you.
I do.
All right.
I'm
Thank
trying
you,
to
Tank.
figure out how to
Yep.
close myself out of here. I don't know if I know how to do it.
If you press on the screen and pick the picture of the little person with an X. Ah, she got it. Boss lady.
Hey, how are y'all?
How are you?
Hey.
I just wanted to say, when we're watching that video, that 8-minute video,
Yes.
the guy. Okay, so when we're laughing about Melinda, if people like scroll in and just see like a snippet like that part, that may be what they're talking about there. We're AKA making fun of her because we're laughing at her. But if they haven't been here like watching the whole thing and don't know the whole story, they might take it as somebody's making fun of her. That's
Right.
just if they happen to just pop in, like say somebody said, "Oh, go watch this live," and we're over here laughing about the Melinda thing because we know about it, but they don't.
Right.
So I mean,
Well,
that's
if they decide to stick around, they'll know that
oh,
that's not the case.
absolutely,
But it's
absolutely.
just it was what's comical. I mean, I'm sure you agree. Like what's comical about it was, it was so unbelievable.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
she would try to get away with that, and that she would think that
Hmm.
people would really believe that she was a totally different person.
Correct. Yes. Yes. I mean, it's like plain as day, but for somebody just to be new and walk in on it, I can see where they would think, "Oh, they're just making fun of her. Look what she did here," and look, and we like chuckle, and
Hmm.
they can hear that, and so it's like it just gives them more fuel to say, "Oh, you're bullying," because we're laughing at a certain part because we
Sheila
know
virus.
the story. So that's all.
Right. Gotcha. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
And
All
I know
right.
how to drop down.
Awesome. Thank you, boss lady. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Hello, pretty prissy
Hello.
princess.
Hey, I just had a quick comment and question. I had a sister, stop, that passed in 2013 from It wasn't from H, but she died as a result from sepsis from that. And she had 3 kids that she lost. And they all went to their dads. And part of her condition to get them back was she had to go to rehab. And of course, she didn't do it. She fled town and went somewhere else. But why didn't the court, like when they took Jace, why didn't they say, okay, you have to go to rehab to get him back? Like IOP isn't enough.
Well, it was a recommendation to get him back. They go back to court in July, and if she hasn't completed all the different recommendations, it wasn't just that. She was given a whole list of things to do. She was supposed to, and it wasn't inpatient. They recommended the IOP, is my understanding, the outpatient treatment, but she didn't do that. They recommended different things to, clean up in her home. They probably recommended a number of things.
Right.
And we're not showing that, she's taken any of those steps.
Right.
So when they go back to court in July, she probably was supposed to comply with the visitation schedule,
Right.
and she hasn't done that.
So in Pennsylvania, if when she does go back to court, can they force her to go to rehab then?
I don't know. I
Oh.
don't know. I think at that point that it would look very poorly on her for reunification.
Right.
Also, can I jump in here real quick?
Yes, please do.
I think what's going to happen is, excuse me. I think Children and Youth Services is going to put forth a recommendation for legal fostering of Jace. I think that's what's unfolding here now. So there's been 4 visits that were supervised that were missed concurrently, and now today,
right,
they put his health into jeopardy. So
I
think what's going to happen when they go to court in July, CYF is going to represent on their behalf, and they're going to put forth recommendation that Jace be adopted out.
That soon?
Well, I mean, if you're complying and you need time to complete IOP and you need time to complete classes, and you need time to do all these other things and you're showing progress, they give you time to do that.
Okay.
But she is not progressing. She has not even started doing any of the steps at all. You know what I mean?
Right. So did Cole Jr. get adopted by his grandparents too then?
I know they're the legal guardians. I'm not sure if there was an official adoption. I'm not sure what the situation is exactly with Cole Jr., to be honest with you.
Okay.
I've heard multiple stories about how that happened. So
yes, in PA they do. It takes up to 1 year. It does. However, this I think for her it's been 1, 2, 3. I think it's been 4 months already. So I think with the time already, she's already done with the missing.
No,
and
it's been like 6 weeks. Jace has only been gone like 6 weeks.
No. I'm saying when the investigation started. I think it started back in February, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. I think it started in February, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because I remember her saying in one of her lives that it was going to take 1 year to 1.5 years before she could get him back. And everybody was like, well, don't wait to do what you need to do to get him back. And she's like, oh, I'm doing everything. And everybody was like, no, you're not.
Okay, but so think about that. It could take up to whatever she said, 15 months to get him back.
Right.
But it could take less than that to lose him.
Right. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to give her the full 15 months.
Okay.
And the other thing is that, she so far has not been complying with a lot. She did go to court that first time.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't show up for court in July, I know parents in Pennsylvania that if they didn't show up for court, that was it.
Yep, that was it. Done.
Wow.
That's correct.
They don't give you no extra time or nothing. If you don't show up for court, that's it.
Do you think she'll go in July?
I mean, I hope she does, but I don't know. I mean, so far she hasn't been. She only went to that one court date, so it's just not looking good here.
Right.
Whisper, can you mute, hun?
Oh, I was going to explain the situation about that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I went through about the same thing with my baby. My daughter is on drugs, and when we went to court, the judge gave her 6 months to get a job, to get her own place, to get everything the child needs. And I told him, and he said if she hadn't done it in 6 months, I could legally adopt. So I told the judge, can we please give her 1 year? And he did, and that year was up. Nothing was done, not one thing, and he signed papers for me to adopt. He was going to give her 6 months, and that was it.
Wow.
And I could adopt. But I asked the judge myself, can we at least give her 1 year?
Right.
Because, I know how hard it is, for somebody that's never worked to get a job and to get all this stuff in 6 months. There's no way she could have done it. I was trying to give her a chance. I gave her the chance, told him 1 year. The judge agreed to do that, and she didn't do nothing, not even find a job, not buy nothing. And so he was like, yeah, I'll sign the papers. So he did.
Wow.
And she's been legally, well, by temporary custody since she was 3 months old, but legally adopted mine since last March.
Oh, wow.
So, and she's 8, she'll be 9 next month. And I had to pay a lot of money to go to courts and go through the adoption. The adoption was $2,000, I think. Just go to the lawyer and get the adoption done. Not counting going to court in the next state every 2 months, I think, to meet with the judge and her trying to fight me, trying to get custody back and all that stuff. So the judge can take, when she goes to court in July, he can go ahead and right then and say, you haven't done anything, we can put it to where you have to sign your rights over so the child could be adopted.
So does she have to pay child support on?
No, I told him I did not want that. That's when I had custody, I told the judge I did not want that because I knew she couldn't pay it and wasn't going to pay it.
Right.
So I wasn't even going to worry about it. So, but now she's legally mine by law.
Right.
Name changed and everything. She don't have to pay nothing.
So does Lisa
She's
pay
mine.
child support for Cole Jr.?
No, but well, not at least not that I'm aware of. But she could be ordered to pay it. I mean, I'm surprised that she's not paying something at least to the Department of Public Welfare if he's receiving some type of benefits or anything
Right.
like that. But maybe he's not. Maybe he has. Maybe he doesn't have insurance with the state. Maybe one of the grandparents has them covered under their own insurance or something like
Right.
that. I don't know all of that, all of those details. But if the children receive any type of benefits from the Department of Public Welfare, they will go after that portion, even if the new guardians, decline to go for child support.
Oh, okay.
They still want to be, compensated for providing the insurance and food stamps or whatever other benefits they might be providing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was all I wanted to say and ask. You guys are awesome. I literally sit on the chats with you guys the whole day.
Yeah. We see ya.
I'm like, hang on a minute, and I'm putting my phone down wherever I am to have you guys with me all the time. So
We appreciate it.
I love watching your lives, and hopefully the money train stops for Lisa and she gets help.
Yep. Let's hope so. Let's all hope so.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, ScamSlam, can I explain one more thing? So back in 2021, my DSS social services was called on my sister, and so they called me to get her 3 kids. Well, the social worker then told me to come up there and told my sister that they were going to take them off her food stamps, and told me to come up there and apply for food stamps for her 3 kids. So she got them that 1 month, but the next month I had got them. So, and when I had to take them to the doctors, they were still legally hers. I was just a guardian. I had called social services and was like, they have a doctor's appointment and I don't have no medical card or nothing. They was like, take them to the doctor's appointment, have them to call me, and I'll fax them paperwork that you have guardianship over them. So she could have, they could have, I don't know how it is up there, but in
Yeah,
my
it might be
state,
different. They
yeah,
were apparently she was supposed to go along with the medical card. I mean, she might
yeah,
be the only person that can authorize for them to perform certain dental
yeah,
services still. You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true. Yes, ma'am.
So that would be why she would, have to go.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Because
yeah.
sometimes social services can over trump the mother. It depends because
Well,
they did with
I hate
these
to say it
kids. So.
this way, but I don't know. There's no real nice way to say it. This could have been kind of like a little test
Could have been. Could have been.
to see if she would, comply with this, because she hasn't been complying with the supervised visits, but just to see if, with this appointment, if she would really follow through or not
Yes.
with something of this importance. And she did not, you know.
Yes, ma'am. That's true. Okay, that's what I want to explain about the adoption thing and about the court system stuff because I went through it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Well, we appreciate
so,
you being able to providing some insight about that.
oh, you're welcome.
You've
Anytime
been
I ask for
through
a box, it's something to go along with whatever's being said
it.
up there in the boxes. And I'll be
It's
like, hey, I
definitely
got some
relevant.
insight on that. I've been
Yep,
through that.
absolutely.
So, okay,
All
well,
right.
I'm done.
Thank you so much, Ghost. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you, and thanks for helping the mod all the time.
Oh, you're welcome, honey, anytime.
Thanks so
I
much.
don't know
I'm
how
gonna
to get
jot
down,
you
so.
down. That's all right. I got you. Hi, Jabri.
Hi, I just wanted to say hi to everyone, and also, I wanted to say with Lisa has something that so many people wish they had, whether they're an addict or not. She has a village. She has people who are actually rooting for her. She has people who are God fearing, who are praying for her, who want the best for her. And Lisa has her wherewithal. And with that being said, someone made a comment, and I wanted to say that we are laughing with her and not at her, because when you peel away the rug addiction, she is still funny, she's smart, she's brilliant, she's quick witted. And if she could just utilize her talents for something so much greater than being on TikTok begging for money, I see greatness for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too late for her to redeem herself. It's not too late for her to get herself together. It is not too late. And I hate that people are saying, well, this is this and this. She's comfortable. That's what people don't realize. She is comfortable. She has been doing this day in and day out and still receives the money. No matter what lie she tells, no matter how much it's proven to be false, she still receives the money.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Whether she's laughing, crying, cussing somebody out, whether she's calling somebody out her name, whether she's using disparaging comments towards someone, people are quickly forgive her and still give her money. Whether
Mm-hmm.
she's saying she's at the bus station and she's really standing in front of her apartment, guess what? They still give her the money. So she is comfortable. Because she knows people don't care whether she's lying or not. As long as they're giving to her, that is the mindset that she is stuck in. And there is no way you can get someone who's stuck in that mindset to change their mindset beyond stopping the money. Period. Is she going to go to rehab? No, I literally believe that she's going to have to be forced. And I asked my son's father because, like I said, he's been an attorney for 30 years, and it's so hard trying to explain this situation to someone in real life who doesn't watch it on TikTok. It is so hard to explain this. And he told me a lot about the situation. And again, the laws do apply to our state and not to other states. And that's why I wanted people to stop being so harsh on the family and stop saying they're not doing anything. There's only so much you can do. There is only so much that they can do. And yet and still, she still, no matter how many times y'all say don't watch her, don't send money, people still do it. They think it's funny. They want the entertainment from it. And they still continue, even though she's spiraling out of control, they still continue to participate in the foolishness. So the only thing that's going to stop her is for her to actually get off of TikTok. When I say get off TikTok, I mean get off the internet, period. That doesn't mean switch over to another social media app.
We've seen her do that.
Yes. And it's so heartbreaking because I feel for her family. I feel for her children. I feel for her animals. And I feel for Lisa. And yes, she can be comical at times, but other times she's so heartbreaking. It's exhausting. It's like I just want to go through the screen and hug her and tell her, baby girl, it's going to be okay. Like, what is it that we can do for you to get you to the next step in your life? Because I feel like she feels that she is stuck in one place and there is nothing greater than what she is living right now. And I want her to know it is better out here. It is so much better, and I want her to stop being fearful, and I just want her to get it together. And I want people, my phone fell, but I want people to stop just feeling like they need to not pick on her, but they don't have to say all of the harsh comments, because whether you're raising her up, praising her, or tearing her down, she still has the same mindset. And nothing has changed, not one thing. Month after month, day after day, nothing has changed. And beyond her looks changing, but I'm talking about her actions. Her actions have not changed. It doesn't matter. The same day that Jace was taken, she got back online. You know, when the fire department comes, she's back online. When the police show up, she's back online. It doesn't matter what happens, she's back online. Every single time. And it's so heartbreaking. It's like, what, beyond the money, what is she really getting from this?
That's it. That's it, pretty much.
High. She's
The
getting
money.
high.
Yep. Yep.
Higher and higher and higher to the point. Well, what a lot of people don't seem to understand about Lisa is Lisa does not have a rock bottom. There's no bottom for Lisa. That is why she needs to be taken physically by force. I will say this till I am blue in the face. The only way she is going to be deplatformed is if the people closest to her in her proximity will rip the devices from her hands and shove her in the back of a van and take her where she needs to go and stay there until she is okay. This is the only way, I am telling you, because within the next 2 weeks, if this does not happen, I guarantee we're all going to be sitting here crying and we're going to be upset. Because you know why? We've been riding this wave with Lisa every single day. I have feelings about it. I absolutely adore the girl. Yeah, we poke fun at her. She's been in our lives. She's laughed with us.
Yep.
She's come in their lives and talked with us. She has laughed with us. She has probably cried with us. I know she has. None of that means anything at the end of the day. At the end of the day, she needs to be physically saved. There is not a spirit body on this planet. There is not a prayer. There is nothing. She needs the beach street. She needs her family and her friends to go into her house and physically pull her from there and take her to a rehabilitation center. This is the only way. And if I am wrong, then may the sky daddies above strike them down upon me.
Yep. And if she goes to the rehab center, she needs to go to one that doesn't have an exit that's easily accessible to her. Because the first thing she'll do when somebody turns their back is run. Is run.
And definitely one where they're going to remove all of her devices from her and she does not have access to her phones or any
Yes, to
social
ask
media.
for money to get back home or to get wherever she's trying to go. And I actually was driving earlier and I was listening to the live, and I see a lot of people putting 5150, but I remember Scam saying that in Pennsylvania, you all don't have that type of law there, that she can act, like Florida, for instance. They will 5150 someone so fast. All you got to do is call and say, hey, they're acting out of the norm. Please come pick them up. They will Baker Act them. No questions asked. And then they'll have to deal with it after they're released and do all the legal stuff then. But you were saying that they don't have that in Pennsylvania.
No.
So I know it's like snatch her up or get her, but how else could that possibly occur? Because now she's saying her ribs hurt and it's ouchy. Okay, well, if you're hurting so bad, go to the hospital. I think she's afraid of going to the hospital because she's going to be in there acting wild or something else, and then those people are going to say, wait a minute, is something else going on here?
No, if she goes to the hospital, she's not going to have access to her rug, so she's going to go into withdrawal. She doesn't want that. She has to have these rugs every couple of hours. So if she's in the hospital for any period of time, more than a few hours, she's going to be freaking out because of that.
Okay, so maybe I misunderstood. I thought the methadone that she's on prevents withdrawals.
For heroin.
Yeah, she's on other stuff.
Yeah, she's on the hard white stuff, Jebri.
Okay. Well, see, I'm a little ignorant to that.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We try to educate people,
Right. Okay, so the methadone is just for something else. It's not for what she's actively using.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Well, thank you all for the information, because I was really confused because people kept putting she's going through withdrawals, and I was like, but wait a minute. She says she can't go through it. And I know every time her mouth is moving, she's probably lying. And I didn't use Google for it. So I was just like, why did she say she can't go through withdrawals because she's on that?
Correct.
And I thought that's why she took it every day and has taken it every morning for years, because it prevents withdrawal.
It was preventing withdrawal from H, which is what she was on in the past, like 19 years ago or whatever, when she started going to the clinic.
Yeah, so what you're seeing now is her fiending. She's actually jonesing.
Okay, so can I ask a quick question?
Absolutely.
Not using H anymore, why would they still be providing the methadone?
Because she's addicted physically to it. And if she doesn't take it, she'll get really sick.
Okay.
Yeah, so methadone is a titration drug. So she's been on it for the latter half of 20 years now, 19 years.
I think she's live. I don't know if somebody.
If they would have just if she was just to stop taking it tomorrow, Jeffrey, she would continually start to get sicker and sicker and sicker. You know how our bodies, we have muscle memory, and our bodies remember things that we do for many, many years. Right. So if she would have stopped that, it would probably be within like 5 or 6 days. She would go into such withdrawals that her body she would give out. She would probably pass away.
Oh no.
Somebody said, why don't they wean her? That has to be her choice.
Yes, titration is your choice, not theirs.
Okay. Well, thank you, because I didn't know.
Methadone is a cash business.
Yeah, it's true.
Which page is she on? Just say it one time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I would get down, but thank you all for having me up. Thank you for explaining that, and thank you for allowing me to say my piece about Lisa today.
You are very welcome. You're always welcome here, and
yes.
Hey, we're all learning. I learn something every day. Lots of things every day. So and we get to hear everybody's perspectives and learn a lot. So it's educational and it's awareness and it's working. But
it's actually helping people who aren't on anything learn, and it's about people who are on things to learn. And it's not just about Lisa, it's about informing a whole new community. Look at the people you get from all walks of life that never knew anything about this, that are joining together to, to try to help one person, and not just one person, but to help us all to not get scammed, to better educate each other, to love on each other, and to be kind, because it doesn't cost us anything to be kind to each other. And that's why I like this page, that everyone is kind to each other, and if they're not, then they get a free Uber ride. So I'll get down, but thank you all so much again.
Thank you. We appreciate you so much, and I love your perspective on everything.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We have XO in the box. I know she's live, but she's on pause, so we'll continue on until she pops up, okay? Hello? You're on mute right now.
I see that. I
There you
couldn't
go.
find the microphone. Well, basically, first of all, I want to say I'm honored that you guys let me up to say anything. You guys are absolutely amazing. I've been watching you all day. Like, I got completely lost in all of this, and I guess somewhere it hit me. Again, I'm not going to go into mine. I know you'll have a story time night. But my question was about the 5150, because here in Florida they will Baker Act you. So I was going to ask about that, but then you guys just addressed it while I was waiting. But the other thing, I guess my question is, watching that, was the amount of times that there's cop presence at her house, and they're not questioning, like, why are they not like interfering more than they are? Like, at some point she's got to have drugs in that in that apartment. So, like, if they're getting 12 calls in a week, wouldn't they want at that point to walk in and be like, okay, what's going on in this house that is getting all these calls? You know what I mean? Like,
They don't
I don't know.
normally do a whole lot about rugs unless you have a large amount. And unless you're being charged with a bunch of other crimes, then of course they're going to throw in whatever rugs you might have during the commission of another crime. That's what I've tended to see.
Correct. That is correct.
That
Co-conspiracy.
makes sense. And that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
And
But it's just like I said, it doesn't ever get that far in Florida, because as soon as they get there and they see, but the great thing about that is that there are opportunities. That's what I wanted up for, was to ask, like, here, my little brother, my baby brother, was a rug addict, and I actually just lost him 2 years ago. But before all of that, we went through all of this, right? Like, I watched my brother do all this. So after he got in trouble the first time, like, he was picked up for something else, and that just happened to be there, just like you said, they let him go to this rug court. So it was criminal, but it was a completely separate court than the actual, police department or local courthouse.
right.
And at that point, they were doing hair follicle testing on him once a week. They put him in they detoxed him, put him in a halfway house. Like, the court stepped in before he was ever so far that he got, like, real charges. As long as he completed that rug court, everything would go away.
Right.
So they, like, provide people with the opportunity of hope, like, listen, you can erase this and go forward. Did not work with my brother, obviously, but I mean, I watched it. Like, I watched what the potential could have been. So that was my question. I didn't know if they had opportunities like that where in Pennsylvania, I think you guys said.
Yeah, they do. And she actually had some rug related charges 4 years ago. And I don't know what happened with that. I don't think she went to rug court. She got probation, and she had to go through a rug and alcohol evaluation. But depending on what the situation was 4 years ago, it obviously wasn't as serious as it is now,
Right. And
So
it's
I
a
don't know what.
totally separate rug.
Absolutely.
And
So she
and
she
my
did have to
brother
go through
used
an
to.
evaluation 4 years ago, but her story is, hey, I'm going to the clinic every day. I'm taking my benzos and they're prescribed by my doctor, so there's not a problem here. And they
Right.
probably said, oh, okay.
Well, and that was the same thing with my brother, right? Like, because they were doing the hair follicle testing on him, he couldn't use his DOC, right? So they have something in Florida called kratom or kava or something. I guess you drink it. I have no idea, but it's supposed to be like a synthetic of what his DOC was, and so they weren't testing for that. So that was exactly what happened. Was he switched from one and then was like, look, I'm doing so good, I'm so clean, but in fact he wasn't clean. He just had switched his DOC,
Gotcha. Okay.
which is what's happening with her. Just like you said, there was a problem with something else before, and now she's being treated for that. So now, okay, that's under control, let's move on to the something else.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Well, I
Yep.
appreciate you guys this time, and thank you for the answers. And you guys keep doing what you're doing, especially like family members that have lost people to this. Like, what you guys are doing is freaking amazing. The universe definitely, I've ever heard the thing, the divine timing. Like, the universe really brings people around and in your space for a reason. And I know that watching you for what, like 9 hours today? Like forever, all day today, I was like, like, this is where I'm supposed to be at. And I appreciate you guys for everything you do.
Thank you. We
Thank you
appreciate
so much.
you.
We
Thank you
appreciate
guys
that
so
very
much.
much.
I was
Thank
okay.
you,
You might have to
XL.
boot me out, maybe.
No problem. No
Right.
problem. I will drop you down. I saw a question in the comments about she got kicked out of the clinic, didn't she? No. No, she transferred clinics. She transferred clinics on Monday. She started a new clinic on Monday.
Yeah.
She didn't get kicked out of a clinic despite whatever you may have heard. Marsha would like a box. If anybody sees her go live again, because I think she's going to come right back, if you could please let me know.
Can you hear me?
Hi,
Yes.
Marsha. Yes.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, just real
Anyway,
quick.
hold on. In the comments, yes, it is
Polly,
true because it's been confirmed by her sisters. So
Polly, Tat,
she's not
and
get kicked out.
Scam.
She transferred.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Do you guys know Austin?
Yes.
He's back.
On
Just
TikTok?
wanted you to know that.
On TikTok?
Austin. Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So for all those who said
Yeah.
he was IP banned, that's not
Yeah.
how it works.
No,
Oh.
he's back.
Muddy Girl is saying that she was kicked out of the clinic.
See, that's not
All
what
right, I'm
Jess
dropping.
had said, but maybe there was new information that was
Right.
found out or whatever. Because she had said that she wasn't kicked out, that she had transferred.
They're talking about Austin to Margot.
Yes.
He was never IP banned. You can't IP ban somebody. That's not how it works. Why does everybody think they're an elite hacker?
Yeah, so I don't know. Did she get kicked out of that clinic and have to switch, or did she transfer? We were told that she transferred because she filled out transfer papers, and I believe Jess had said that she didn't get kicked out. So I don't know. Maybe some other information came out or something that was a change. Oh, Ronnie said she was kicked.
Yeah.
Okay, then I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it if it came from Ronnie.
Maybe Lisa was trying to hide that.
No,
Maybe
I'm
she was trying to
sure.
hide it from people, and it ended up coming out. Gotcha. So she was kicked. She changed stories about the transfer. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, she's been dosing. We've been told she's been dosing every day, even though she says she's not. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for the gifts. Ronnie said she didn't make it clear to Jess, maybe. Oh, okay. She might have been being very vague in her responses to make it seem as if she didn't get kicked out. Which makes sense. Totally
Okay,
makes
so Lisa's sister says that her dad's not coming to the hospital until tomorrow morning.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know if they're tapering anything. Yeah, I don't know if they're tapering anything. That I don't know. Why would another clinic accept her? Because they get money from the state.
Mm-hmm.
That's who pays for it. They said the counselor made her leave. I mean, it was mentioned before that, I mean, with all that she was doing, she could actually be a liability to the clinic, you know?
Right. I mean, she is doing some whack ass shit, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Recording crazy videos in front of the clinic and doing weird shit. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I have any other urgent Oh, this is the one I was showing. So check this email out. This is to that My Thoughts on Everything person again. And I think they follow me. She says, somebody sent her a warning message, and this person said, I've looked her up, trust me. After I received about 50 messages on TikTok, she told me that if I sent her money, she'd shout out my TikTok and let people know to check out my video that proves I'm getting beat and need to raise money to get back to Wisconsin.
What? What? That's.
And, I'm sorry if this person is a victim of DV or
Yeah.
whatever, but, donating to one problem isn't going to solve another.
No, it's not.
Shout out to the Mexican homie. He's live right now too, y'all.
Oh, perfect.
We're gonna Awareness Wednesday.
Indeed.
Polly, I think you need to start making for fuck's sake t-shirts and mugs because they're loving it in the comics.
Oh my god, everybody is telling me that I need to make for fuck's sake t-shirts.
Thank you, Squishy. Guys, send them to the hosts, please.
Thank you.
Green Goddess for you. This is during the last live.
Heard
Do
that
you
before.
accept Chime Boost? I have $10 one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think she said before she can't accept chime boosts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I've heard her like once or twice say that before.
So maybe she wasn't able to. Yeah, maybe she wasn't able to get that.
Yeah, I think you have to be a part of a certain criteria to get it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you have to get direct deposit as well.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I think it's like a buddy thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think I'm not too sure. That's from what I read, because I don't use Chime typically.
Thank you for the gifts.
Somebody sent me something about voluntary and involuntary commitment in Erie County. I'm not sure if it's the same in Allegheny County, because she's not in Erie County. She's in Allegheny.
God.
Yeah, people saying you have to do direct deposit. Thank you, guys.
Like and
Yep,
share,
that's what
please.
I thought.
Please.
For fuck's sake, notifications.
Please like and share.
We need that.
God.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I don't know if this is applicable because I don't know if it's the same in every county. To be honest, she's not in Erie County. So I don't want to show something that I don't know if it's accurate to where she lives. And believe me, her family has already checked all of this stuff out.
You'd be very surprised how the laws differ from state to state, from county to county. Excuse me.
Yep, county to county for
Here,
sure.
Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the gifts.
But the county that I'm in right now. So here's a good example. The county that I'm in now does not require emissions for my car, but the next county over does.
Yeah, I'm required to have emissions.
Oh, she's back. She's back.